Hello and welcome. I'm Blair Blackwell, and this is the Daily Market Brief. Let's catch up on what's moving in markets today.
Good morning. It's Thursday, 15th January, and this is your London Open Prep. Two things stand out this morning. The US dollar is holding firm on resilient American data and a steady for now Federal Reserve outlook, while precious metals cool from record highs as geopolitics and new U.S. trade measures ripple through commodities and tech. The global picture starts with the dollar. A stronger November retail sales print is still supporting the greenback, with the dollar index described above 99, and traders eyeing U.S. jobless claims and central bank speeches later today. That's pressured the euro, which has slipped below 1.1650, and kept dollar pairs like USD CHF near recent highs and USD JPY steady in a tight range. The Bank of Japan's governor said the wage-price dynamic looks durable and that further rate hikes remain possible if forecasts hold. And officials in Tokyo have warned about disorderly currency moves, which is keeping yen traders wary of intervention. Meanwhile, metals are taking a breather. Silver was slammed lower after spiking to fresh highs overnight, with volatility still elevated. Gold pulled back from a new record and is trading just under the 4,600 mark, with prices in India also reported lower today. Market wraps tie part of the move to Washington's latest push on supply security, including orders to reduce reliance on imported processed critical minerals and a new 25% tariff on a narrow set of advanced computing chips. On geopolitics, Iran briefly closed most of its airspace overnight, before reopening, unsettling airline routes and keeping attention on the region. The United Nations Security Council is set to meet today for a briefing on Iran, and crude has softened after testing key technical levels, with U.S. oil prices slipping again. In Asia corporate news, Trip.com shares plunged after Chinese authorities opened an antitrust probe, a reminder that regulatory risk remains a live factor for the region's tech complex. European equities are poised for a broadly higher open as traders monitor these headlines. Turning to markets and sectors, the setup is broadly supportive for the dollar and a touch softer for the euro. The yen is steadier but sensitive to official rhetoric, and commodity-linked currencies may lag if oil stays under pressure. Precious metals are in retracement mode after outsized gains, while broader risk appetite looks cautious but constructive into the European Open. Looking ahead, the UK releases November gross domestic product and industrial production at 7 a.m. London time, with expectations for only modest growth, and recent surveys hinting at tentative improvement in housing sentiment. The U.S. calendar brings weekly jobless claims and a round of central bank remarks. Geopolitics remains a swing factor with that UN declaration session on Iran. In India, markets are closed today for local elections. What I'll be watching today, the euro against the dollar, with a bias to the downside if U.S. data keep the dollar bid. The dollar against the yen, where an updrift toward recent highs is possible, but intervention risks argue for caution. The dollar against the Canadian dollar, looking for a firmer tone if crude remains soft. Gold and silver for further retracement after sharp moves. And sterling against the dollar on the UK growth print, where a small beat or miss could move the pair. The takeaway, a firm dollar and softer metals, frame a market that's cautiously optimistic, but still highly sensitive to policy signals and geopolitics.
That's it for today's edition of the Daily Market Brief. Thanks for listening. I'm Blair Blackwell. This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice, trading recommendations, or investment guidance.